think he's the team MVP. There's no question about it. You're talking about a guy, you saw it last year in the AFC Championship game. When he went down in the first quarter with the groin injury, the Steelers basically had no shot. The most versatile running back in the National Football League, a guy that's not only adept at running the football, but, this is a guy you can line up as a wide receiver coming out of the backfield. I don't think we've seen a running back like him since Marshall Faulk. Like, he's that type of running back, a two-way threat. But I think the bigger question is, because of the position he plays, what kind of value are the Steelers going to put on him? He's going to play this year on the franchise tag. But the top running back on the market, Shady McCoy, he's only making $8 million a year. So if a guy like Le'Veon Bell comes on the market, will the Steelers get into a bidding war with other teams to want to retain his services? I don't see the Steelers doing anything like that because the Steelers have been one of the model franchises in the National Football League. They've paid Big Ben. They've paid Antonio Brown. That's a lot of money being tied into the quarterback, wide receiver. Do you fork over, record money to a position that a lot of teams don't really value? He's a great running back, the best running back in the National Football League. But are the Steelers willing to fork over that much cash to be able to satisfy Le'Veon Bell when he hits the market after the season?
You make some good points there, but Damian, I'm sorry. I have to completely disagree with you. I don't think he's that important to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just really don't. Because I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers in their history, and I especially look at them over their last 2 Super Bowl runs. When they have won Super Bowls, they didn't have Le'Veon Bell, but they still won. And I'll give you a couple of names.
The teams were different.
The teams were different,
but
their running backs were different as well. And they had different running backs. They won with Jerome Bettis, Willie Parker, and Deuce Staley. They won a Super Bowl with that trio. They won a Super Bowl again with Willie Parker, Mewelde Moore, and Najee Davenport. So they've won Super Bowls without this type of running back.
Now,
but hold on, I'm just telling you. You asked, but the question was, is he important? He's important, but I don't think he's that important.
You know what I'm telling you why he's important? You want me to tell you why he's important?
Why is he important?
He's that important to the Steelers because of the makeup of the team. The past teams that you've been referencing, they were dominating on defense. Okay. On defense. So their identity as a ball club was primarily on defense.
Have to score points.
Yeah, you have to score points. But the league has shifted a lot since the Steelers last won a Super Bowl.
But who's more important to their success, Ben Roethlisberger or Le'Veon Bell? I'm going to go with the quarterback for sure. But then I'm going to tell you this. He's missed, 20 games over his first 4 years? If I go into a season and you say, you're not going to have Le'Veon Bell for at least 5 games this year, he's missed 20 games. People don't understand. When I look at the Steelers right now, Damian, the reason why he does not have a contract is because they don't trust him. They don't trust Le'Veon Bell. He has not kept his nose clean since he's been in the National Football League. He's had a couple dust-ups.
You take Le'Veon Bell off of this team. This team has no shot to really compete with the Patriots.
They got Ben Roethlisberger. They've had
Big Ben.
They've got Antonio Brown, one of the game's best. Martavis Bryant
be able to compete with the Patriots without Le'Veon Bell. That is clear as day. Because Le'Veon Bell brings a different element to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He brings a different element, but
yes, the Ben Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh Steelers have been Big Ben. They've had Antonio Brown. Yes, they're a great combo. But when you don't have Le'Veon Bell, that added dimension what does that mean?
They've won Super Bowls. They've won Super Bowls without Le'Veon Bell. You keep bringing him up like they're going to win a Super Bowl this year, but they have won without him.
Because the teams were different.
With 3 different backs before.
The teams were different. They were more defensive ball clubs.
So they can't win without Le'Veon Bell?
You're trying to make an apples-to-apples comparison.
I'm not making an apples-to-apples. I'm just telling you, I've seen this organization win without him. I've seen them do it. I've seen them win with good defense, a good quarterback, and an outstanding wide receiver group. Why can't they do that again? I'm just saying because they don't trust Le'Veon Bell. When I look at Le'Veon Bell, they don't trust him.
Have you looked at the Pittsburgh Steelers defense?
I have looked at them, yes.
Have you looked at you think that the way that defense played against the New England Patriots?
That's why they drafted T.J. Watt. Their guys are coming along. They're getting younger in certain places.
We've been waiting for this Pittsburgh Steelers defense to come along now for years.
But they were in the
They've invested all these outside linebackers. They're supposed to be Blitzburg. We haven't seen any remnants of Blitzburg in years.
Oh, they're coming along. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Where?
But what I'm telling you is this. whenever they need Le'Veon Bell, at the time where they need him most in the playoffs, he's not there. He played in his first playoff game this past season.
You know what's funny? You want to tell you what's funny?
No, I'm just showing you.
You want to tell you what's funny?
That
his own teammates voted him the MVP of the team.
Yeah, because
his own teammates.
When he's available.
As a former player,
when he's available.
And you talking about his own teammates voting him MVP of the team. What does that say? That's what they think. That's how high they think of Le'Veon Bell.
But I'm not discounting the player. He is a good player. He's one of the best players. He has changed the game for the running back position. It is he and David Johnson, two guys that, look, if I'm a defensive coordinator in the National Football League, my head is spinning. How am I going to guard these two guys? Same thing with Le'Veon Bell. But I'm saying this, they don't trust him. They don't trust him. Here's a guy that had a DUI, driving under the influence of marijuana. Here's a guy that missed the drug test. Here's a guy that has not told. To me, this season for Le'Veon Bell is about staying healthy and staying out of trouble. They don't trust him. Because if they trusted him, they would have paid him. It's about the running back market.
It's about the running back market.
They drafted James Conner out of Pittsburgh just in case.
You think Le'Veon Bell sweating James Conner?
I'm just telling you, they're setting it up. I'm telling you, he needs to stay healthy and stay out of trouble.
When LaShawn McCoy is the top guy making $8 million, he's trying to break through that. So obviously that's why they're in the position they're in right now.